All right, so today we're going to be shooting the Umarex TR50. We're going to be doing 3 magazines, cylinder magazines of the 8.4 gram, 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings. Shot these before. These were one of the first ammos, or they were the first ammo I shot last week on that 90 gram. But I had to take off the tuning barrel, the extension tuning of the tuning barrel. I have since today actually was able to ream this out. I ordered an adjustable reamer that went from, I think it was like 12.3 to like 13 something. I forget exactly what the end it was on there, but anyway, so I was able to use that to ream this out and clean it out a little bit. And now I can get the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings through it with no problems. So I reamed this one out. I also reamed out a second extension that I had on another boring, another tuning barrel that I had used on the BP50. So I'm excited about that because I'm going to be able to shoot these 12.7s out of the Beeman now. So I ended up reaming that barrel completely out as well. Didn't take an awful lot off. It was just, a little bit, a few points of a millimeter, I suppose, a few fractions. But yeah, everything works good. Everything rolls right through. I mean, I had no problem with the tuning barrel anyways, rolling it through the regular barrel, but it was the extension that it was getting hung up on. It would only go as far as, down past where the threads are, and then it would stop. So as you can see, everything's perfect now with this. So we'll see what we get for numbers with the extension on here. I'm kind of excited because I did see 35 joules, I believe it was, using the 4 gram ammunition on the TR50 with the extension, the tuning barrel and extension. So I'm hoping that I'll see at least that, maybe more, so that's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. No need to weigh it. I've weighed these things enough the last few days. So we'll get down to the range and shooting gallery there, and we'll put some holes in some paper and see what we can get for data on the steel ball bearings through the tuning barrel with extension. All right, so down in the firing range here, we're going to shoot the TR50, the Umarex TR50, and we're going to be shooting 3 magazines, 3-cylinder mags of the 8.4 gram, 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings. I was able to ream out the tuning barrel extension with an adjustable reaming tool today and had some success. So I reamed out both of the extensions that I had for tuning barrels, and now the 12.7 millimeter goes right through them. So we'll see what we get for numbers with the 90 gram. I got a fresh 90 gram right on here with a CO2 saver and an adapter for the 90 gram and an on and off, a GOG on and off switch here, or valve. Going through the rear ASA. And what I'll do is, let me make sure I don't have anything in the handle, but I will go ahead and make sure that is closed or off position. And it looks like it is. I had already pierced this upstairs in the office, so all I have to do is turn it on and it should be good to go. We'll check it for leaks. So up to this point, I don't have any leaks up to the line side of the on and off. So this thing is recording. Okay. All right, so we'll do that before we load it. Okay, that was a good sound. You can hear the bolt, and I don't hear any leaking anywhere, no hissing sounds, Everything looks good. So let me go ahead and my dot sight's working, and I put my green laser is also working. All right, so for the first magazine, we'll try to get through these quickly, try to keep the video short. The video I did last night, actually, wow, why is that so tight? Oh, I see why. The ball bearings were pushed a little. They weren't pushed in far enough on this magazine. Let's just see if I can. This one was tight because it's the first time I put ball bearings in this one. The red ones, you know, let's start with the red ones. Anyways, yeah, let's load the red ones. There we go. That's much better. All right. So everything rotates nice and smooth. The barrel spring feels good. All right. We are hot and ready to go. So let's see what, I'm gonna get the X radar. See if we get some numbers on this. And I know I had really good numbers on when I was using the 4 gram rounds last week with the 90 gram CO2. I think I was getting either 35 joules or pretty close to it, if I remember correctly. So let's give this a try. And I'm gonna step back a little bit. We'll aim for that center. All right, 324 feet per second. Sounds good. All right, that was shot 1 for mag 1. Let's try shot number 2. We'll go for the upper left. (320 feet per second). And let's try, not sure if the laser's more accurate or if my red dot is. Let me try the red dot right on the top right target. And we'll see what that is. (318 feet per second). I think that was shot number 3, right? Yeah. All right, so that's the red dot, not too accurate. Let's try the laser. Bottom left target, we'll try it just using the laser alone. That's not too bad. 314 feet per second. That's shot number 4. Let's go with shot number 5. (316 feet per second). And the last shot of the first mag, shot number 6. Let's go back up to here, top right, see if we can paint us a bullseye. 312 feet per second. All right. No off-gassing, no malfunction with this bolt, this TR bolt, the spring, everything looks good. A lot better than a lot better than what I was seeing last night with the torpedo, the TR50 torpedo by Mercury Rise. It sounds like, or it looks like, the consensus is that, you know, it's a similar issue to what Jeff was having and was able to rectify by changing out the bolt spring with a HDR spring, a heavier spring essentially. So I'm hoping that that'll solve my problem as well, because I am dying to see what it does with 90 gram on the back. I know this thing's been a beast with this 90 gram. I'm very excited. So I'm going to buy me some more 90 gram for sure. So that was 6 rounds. Let's see how many we get out of this 90 gram. Again, this is heavy ammunition, 8.4 gram. steel ball bearings. All right, so mag 2. Mag 2, shot 1. Here we go. (308 feet per second). Mag 2, shot 2. 310 feet per second. As I trip over my tongue. All right, mag 2, shot 3. 306 feet per second. Mag 2, shot 4. 300 feet per second. Mag 2, shot 5. 304 feet per second. Good consistent numbers. I'm liking that. And what would I say this was? I think we got one more, right? Mag 2, shot 6, I think is coming up. Mag 2, shot 6. 296 feet per second. I think that's it for mag 2. Yes, it is. All right, so this was the one that was giving me a little bit of trouble. I got to push these in further. Let me put this down here for a minute. Got some ball bearings all over the place. See if I can push these little buggers in a little more. If I can get through all 18 of these on this 90 gram, that would be good. Since I can get through 18 of the 9.9 gram in my Pastelli with just using 3 12 grams when they all puncture properly. But if I could do that with the Pastelli, you know, I would hope I should be able to get 3 of these. Actually, I would hope I'd get more. But, you know, like I say, oftentimes you can hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first, right? So you never know with CO2 because it is very unpredictable. All right, I think I got these in there. Let's try that. So this is going to be the third mag. Still feels a little tight though with those ball bearings. It's not the barrel. The barrel feels fine. Let me try it again. A little snug for my liking. I don't want it to cause a problem rotating through the rounds. This one was really tight. Come on, bugger. Come on, baby. Get in there. Play nice. Play nice. All right. I think we're going to run with this one. It's got to be better than it was. Yeah, it feels better. Not as smooth as the red ones, but, you know, once this gets stretched out, now that I can run ball bearings in this thing, I'm probably going to be, that's what I'm going to be running with all the time, more than likely. I'll save the torpedo for custom ammo and stuff. So hopefully this rotates all right. All right, so this is the third mag for a shot. And let's see how this goes. Third mag for a shot. 310 feet per second. Third mag, second shot. 310 feet per second. And let me just feel this again here. Yeah, it's moving pretty good now. All right, I think I got it lined up. All right, so what was that? 3? Yeah, 3, I think. So we should be shot 4. Third mag, shot 4. I would say that I did not rotate that properly. All right, let's try it again. Shot 4. All right, what did I do? What did the silly guy do? Or is it not turning? Those are 2 dry fires. All right, let's try this again. I see where you are now. All right. All right. I should be good to go now. Before I waste any more of this CO2, that is. All right, so I think this was, what was I saying? This was 4th? Yeah, should be shot 4. All right, we got it that time. 286 feet per second after I wasted 2 shots. All right, so that was shot 4. This should be shot 5. 272. And this should be shot 6. 242. And that should be it. Of course, I do such a wonderful job counting. Yeah, I still got one more in there. Good job, Alan. Good job. Doesn't take much to screw me up, apparently. So that's one thing I like about the, well, there's a lot of things I like about the torpedo, the TR50 torpedo versus the Umarex. I mean, there's things I like about this. One, it'll shoot on 90 gram without pissing out gas everywhere. So that's a big plus. The other thing I like about the torpedo, though, besides the larger screws and, you know, the better piercing, quick piercing valve at the bottom of the handle, the true safety. But the other thing I do like is that you can see the rounds from back here. So whereas with the TR50, you can barely make it out. Now I'm able to see a reflection of light because I got the shiny ball bearings in here. But if it was like a green color or black or something, you know, you really can't. All right, so that's an empty. You know, you really can't quite see that well. All right, I think I should be on shot number 6 now. Let's see. If not, I'm just going to keep freaking firing the thing because it's hard to see it here. This should be shot 6. And I do believe it was 264 feet per second. So I made it through all 18 shots and then some because I wasted some gas. Shame on me. Expensive 90 gram gas. But the good thing is I got through them all. I don't know how much left I have in here. It would have been nice for me to have a gauge because then maybe I could gauge how much, you know, what the pressure is at least and give me an idea of what could be left. But time will tell when I go to try this on another gun, or maybe I'll put it back on here and shoot some other rounds another day. But this is basically what I wanted to do, is get some numbers and get some numbers on the, now that I got the tuning barrel extension working, you know, reamed out, and the 12.7s are going through like freaking grease, like butter, like a knife through the butter. So very excited. We'll run the numbers up in the office, and we'll see you up there in the office. Okay, I'm back in the office after successful testing. So today we shot the TR50, Umarex TR50, with a 90 gram on the rear of it, going through an ASA stock adapter. And we had a total of 18 shots. And we were shooting the 12.7 millimeter, 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. Again, 90 gram CO2. Mag 1, shot 1 was 324 feet per second, which was our hot shot of 40.96, or pretty much 41 joules, which is fantastic. Total beast here. Anyways, shot 2 was 320 at 39.95 or 40 joules. Shot 3 was 318 at 39.45. Shot 4, 314 feet per second, 38.47. Shot 5 was 316 feet per second at 38.96. And shot 6 of Mag 1 was 312 feet per second, 37.98, or almost 38 joules. Mag 2 had a high of 308 feet per second at 37.01 joules, 310, 306, 300, 304, and 296 feet per second, yielding 37.5 joules, 36.5 joules, 35 joules, 36 joules, and shot 6 on Mag 2, 34 joules. Mag number 3 started off at 310 feet per second, 37.5 joules. Again, 37.5 joules for shot 2. Shot 3 was 286 for 31.91 or 32 joules. Then we had 272, 242, and 264, ending with a total of 27.919 joules. So excellent numbers. The consistency was great. I mean, the spread, the consistency across the spread was fantastic. So no complaints there. The temperature in the basement was approximately 60-65. Again, we were shooting the 12.7 millimeter, 8.4 gram ball bearings. Again, the consistency was fantastic, using the 90 gram CO2. I did waste 3 shots being stupid, playing around with trying to figure out where I had empties and where the rounds were in the cylinder. But overall, total of 18 shots was shot, and everything worked out good with the toning barrel with the extension. So very pleased with this. Hopefully this was entertaining, and or I should say educational, and if not, entertaining. Thank you guys. Peace out.